welcome. You hear me fine? Welcome to the class of 2022, their parent tribute, the start of what will inevitably be a very emotional weekend, a very exciting weekend, a weekend that we've been looking forward to for a long time. Some of us obviously looking forward to it longer than others, and we're here to celebrate those people in particular. So tonight, the seniors who are here to be celebrated this weekend are, well, that's kind of what it's all about. So the seniors who are to be celebrated this weekend for their achievement spend the first night, if you're not aware, giving thanks to those that got them here. And so that's what we're here to do. And let me open this up with a word of prayer. Please bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, we know that it takes so much to make a good, God-fearing person after you, Lord. It takes, at this school, we hope that the staff would help guide them along that way, but the path was set long before that by you and by those that we are here to celebrate tonight. So we just want to say thank you for getting us to this point, and I ask that you please be with each of the speakers, each of the students as they speak tonight, and help them to really feel the thankfulness in their heart and the love in their heart for all the people here to celebrate them. These things we pray in your name. Amen.
Today, our speaker is somebody that's close to the hearts of everybody in our class. Check. Okay. Check. Okay. So today our speaker is somebody that's close to the hearts of everyone in our class. Even though he hasn't been with us very long, he's come into the HVA family as if he's been here for a very long time. I'm happy and proud to introduce Pastor Elijah as our speaker for today.
Am I allowed to replace this one here? Yeah, maybe? No? It's probably not going to fit. Nope, that's way too big. Alrighty. Good evening. How's it going? Oh, okay. Alrighty. How's it going, everyone? Everyone here? Everyone tired from traveling and all that? Good evening, church family. How are you doing? Honored guests and faculty and staff and parents and family and friends, and of course our beloved and distinguished and wonderful members of the graduating class of 2022. What's good? You good? All right, good. I thank you for this opportunity to speak to you a couple last times. You'd think that you're tired of hearing me speak to you since I speak to you almost every single day. But I'm grateful for this one last opportunity to share with you some things that I hope that you can take with you far beyond this weekend here at HVA. Your aim states to not die, to survive, to strive for greatness. I looked at this in the bulletin and I honestly chuckled a little bit because I was like, well, thank goodness they didn't want to die. Thank goodness your aim was to not die. And I'm glad that you made it that far. You've accomplished that. I appreciate it. I also was like, this is very much your class, to not die, to survive. But today, or this evening, I'd like to focus on the last portion of your aim, to strive for greatness. Striving for greatness is always something that we consider very idealistic, right? You would never hear someone say, I'm striving to be mediocre. I'm striving to be the bare minimum, or I'm striving to just be meh. No one ever says that. We all try to or attempt to strive for greatness. That's something that we say often. That's something that we hope for. Some of you may have a standard in your mind, something that you placed in your mind to think of what greatness is, because oftentimes we look at greatness, but we don't actually know what that means. At what point are we great? Maybe greatness for you, Nava, is becoming an architectural engineer and designing something great, something greater than the world has ever seen before. Maybe greatness for you, Kirby, is to become a flight attendant for one of the most bougiest airlines and travel the world and see everything. Maybe greatness for you, Jacob and Ruben, is to be just as swole as Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone, maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's greatness. Maybe that's greatness for you guys. Oh, can I use this? Thank you. Oh, this is great. Greatness for... This microphone is not great, but greatness for each of you most likely looks very different. And for many of you, you will place that standard ahead of you and you will chase after that goal with everything that you have within you. And you may say, that's great, and your parents in this room might say the same thing. Yes, that's what I want for my daughter and for my son, to go after their goals and to accomplish X, Y, and Z. But here I want to tell you today that sometimes we place our standard of greatness in the wrong things. I'm excited about your next step in life, because I've been there. And you should be excited too, because for the first time, you get to dedicate yourself to something that you're truly passionate about. I struggled with high school because there were so many subjects that I definitely was not passionate about, like geography. No offense, Mrs. Lutz, but geography or math. I wanted to pull my hair out. I was not passionate about these things. But for the first time after I graduated, I got to focus on something that I was passionate about. And I hope you're going to do the same thing. I hope you leave high school and pursue something that you're passionate about, and you're not just going through the motion just because. But here's the thing about passion. You need passion in order to achieve the great standard you have placed in your mind, and that's fine. Passion is often good, but it is also very dangerous. Passion has a very strange way of making us feel like we are doing the right thing no matter what. Passion does not always equal truth. Just because you are passionate about it, one, it doesn't make it right, and two, doesn't make it God-led. It's okay to be passionate, but never let that passion lead you away from God. Matthew 6, verse 21 says this, "For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." Oftentimes, in our pursuit for greatness, we forget about ourselves. We forget who we are, and even worse, we forget who God is. We place all our efforts and all our energy and all our time into becoming great, that our heart moves further and further and further away from God. Even greatness can become an idol. The problem is that when we misplace our standard of greatness, our value becomes reliant on something that's not sure. I always want you to strive for the best thing. I want you to aim for the highest goals. I want you to accomplish all the things that you've always dreamed about. But those things that you have in your mind, those ideals, those standards, are not what will make you great. You want to know what makes you great? Let me share it with you. Isaiah 43 verse 1 says this, I call you by name, and you are mine. You are great. You are valuable not because of what you can achieve and what you will achieve, but because of what God will achieve through you. One more verse I'll share with you, this one. This is Jeremiah 1 verse 5. It says, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I sanctified you. Before that, I ordained you a prophet to the nations. Basically, before you knew you were capable of anything, God knew you were capable. Before you considered yourself great, God did. Let me give you a tip. The pursuit of greatness is not about your ability to do whatever it takes to accomplish your goals. The pursuit of greatness comes from pursuing God first. Matthew 6, verse 33 says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things will be added unto you. In pursuing godliness, we become painfully aware that everything we attempt to do on our own is nothing in compared to what Christ can do through you. So as you embark on this new journey, I plead with you, I ask, I hope if there's one thing that you've learned from Pastor Elijah is that you will rely less on your own strength and find fulfillment in knowing what God will do through you and for you. That is where greatness begins. That is when you are truly great. You are great only because He is greater. And so as we think and we reflect on all the things that we're thankful for, all the parent tributes and whatnot, I hope that you continue to contemplate that you can be thankful for a God that's greater than you can ever imagine, and that through Him, you can attain anything in this world. Let's pray. Father in heaven, I thank you so much for these wonderful people here. I thank you that they've made it this far, that they did not die, that they survived, and that they will continue to strive for greatness, but they will first strive for godliness. For it is in that godliness that they will truly find what they are great at doing. Father, I ask that you draw us closer to you and be with us in this evening. In your name I pray. Amen.
Sorry, 1 second. Dear Mom and Dad, I know this is going to be a little shorter than you would want it to be, but I'm trying not to cry, so short and sweet is what it's going to be. Thank you for everything you've done for me. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be where I am today. Thank you, Mom, for sacrificing so much when I was younger to put me in a position where I was able to have the best education that you saw fit for me. Thank you, Dad, for driving me back to school on Sundays, even though I know you were tired from your long days at work. And thank you, Mom, for letting me live with my sister last year when COVID hit. Living with my sister is one of the best things that could have happened to me, especially at that time in my life. Thank you, Nayo, for always being there for me when I needed you most, and for putting up with me even though I didn't call you as often as you would want, or I made you upset for something that I did. Thank you for all of the experiences that we had together, and thank you, Delaney, for being a great cook. Especially that vegan chicken Alfredo. And thank you for getting Ola. I remember when she was little, and now watching her grow up and play with her, it's one of my favorite memories. Thank you, all of you, for everything that you've done for me. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I love you all.
Wow. You guys have really put up with me for 18 years, Mom and Dad. Through thick and thin, you guys have always been there for me, always pushed me as hard as you can. Taught me right from wrong, encouraged me to always pursue my dreams, given me a good education and allowed me to play basketball, taking me to AAU tournaments, driven me across states to New Jersey like 7 times a year, everything. I know I'm not the easiest kid to deal with, but neither of you ever gave up with me and gave me endless advice. I love you guys. Thank you.
So I just want to say, I know this is parent tributes, but there was so many more people that I had to thank than just my parents. So I want to thank everyone who has helped me. And I want to thank both sets of my grandparents. They've always been there for me no matter what. If it was a ride to school, they were there for me. Or if I just needed a little help on homework, they always had my back. They always did their best in helping me. And now I need no more rides, but I do miss the times that we had. I want to go to my cousins next. I know they're not here, but I want to thank them. Me being the youngest out of all 7 of us, I felt like they always took me under their wing. They always helped me out with everything I needed, and always kept me on the ways and the path of Jesus Christ. And I thank them for that and never letting me fall. Next is my brother. I know we always say it, but I truly think I have the best big brother in the world. Sorry. I know we fight and we don't always get along, but all the time, but we wouldn't be brothers if we didn't. But no matter what I did or what's going on through, you were there always through thick and thin. And you've been by my side since day one. My father is next. You have always been the biggest role model in my life. I'm so grateful to have you. Even sometimes when you fall asleep early, it's okay, because I know you're always there. We have so many memories, just you teaching me how to play tennis or leading me in the ways of Christ, and I thank you for that. Mom, There's too much to say that it would take the whole night, but I'm going to cut it a little short. You never gave up on me, no matter what the reason was. If I had 20 assignments due in 1 month, you sat me down and we didn't stop till it was all finished. You were my number one fan. Whether it was in basketball, you were always there cheering me on 24/7. Or if it was music, you were always in the rows watching me every single performance. Thank you for that. And I just want to thank everybody that has helped me get to this position now. My family and my friends. Thank you.
Okay, I didn't think I'd be going so soon, but I guess I am, so. Sorry, I have stage fright. Hello, everyone, I'm Jacob Nerona, and it might take a second because I have a big family, so I have four brothers, a mom and a dad, and a great aunt and great uncle. So the timeline with the sibling thing real quick is, so there's Josh, my older brother, me, and then like 13 years, and then bam, bam, bam. Noah, Elijah, Isaiah. So yeah, my dad decided to put like a Father Abraham right there, but I'll start with Isaiah. I love you so much, Isaiah. You're such a special little boy. You're always happy, vibrant. Your energy is everywhere in the house. You bring everyone joy all the time, and you always make my day whenever I see you. You don't understand how much I love you and how much I appreciate you. You've really unlocked that protectiveness trait in me that rarely comes out, so I love you so much, Isaiah. Now we got Elijah. Elijah, are you listening? Yep. This is for you. So everybody, if you encounter this one, he's feral. You better brace yourself because he's a little menace. You can describe him as having a little bit of verbal diarrhea because his mouth just runs. But Elijah, you're so fun, happy all the time, energetic, and full of drama. Thank you for that silliness and just being hilarious all the time. It was really funny that one time you like felt my hand and like the calluses are kind of hard and you called them hand shields. That was really funny. So I love you, boy, and I know you have an awesome future ahead of you. Now, Noah, you're the chillest, you can say, out of the three. You're an incredible older brother to your little brothers, and you always look out for them, you care for them. You even help out my mom when Isaiah is being rowdy, so you always get him out of trouble. You're so sweet, caring, affectionate, and loving. And I always look forward to you and your brother's hugs when I get home, because sometimes I'll be having a bad day, but I just know that when I get home, I have those hugs and those questions of, oh, what did you do today? Or where were you? And I know sometimes I'm not in the mood to answer, but just know that I really look forward to that every single day. I love you, boy. Now we got the older brother, Kuya. There's a lot I can say, but I'll just keep it short. If you guys don't know him, I'm his annoying little brother, but first off, I love you, man. I still love you despite the many arguments and everything we get into. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be on this podium standing, talking to you, talking to my family. So I thank you for that, bro. I love you. And Grandma, thank you for dealing with me. You're like a second mother to me. You're always there for me ever since I was young. You're there for my little brothers. You're a second mother. And same for you, Grandpa. You're always there when we were little. You'd buy me toys, even though my mom didn't want me to have certain toys, and you'd always look out for me. So you mean a lot to me. Thank you, Grandma and Grandpa. Chupapi. Dad, sorry, that's his contact on my phone. Thank you for being so loving, caring, thoughtful, and understanding all the time. You're my spiritual leader, just like how Kuya said it last year when he was standing right here where I am. Thank you for always reminding me to put my faith in Christ first, and you're the one who built my foundation for my beliefs. Thank you for being an amazing father for 18 years of my life. You taught me so many things like driving, a little bit of cooking here and there. Shoelaces was grandpa, but yeah, there's other things too. I love you so much, Dad. Thank you for being the best dad you can be. And last but not least, we got Mother Nature, also contacting my phone, but you mean so much to me, Mom. You'll literally do anything for me, literally anything, like NHS and other things. But I made a little poem for you, in fact. Here we go. Mama, there's no other beauty nature could behold. Your love flows deeper than the Congo River. You warm the little ones when they are cold. You are the beginning of life, the birth giver. Even when we are sad, you pick us up. Nothing can remove from your watchful eye. When we're thirsty, you fill our cup. The love you give abounds farther than the sky. Although the relationship we have is merely umbilical, your devotion and love is nothing less than unconditional. And I'd like to close by saying that family is the source of strength as individuals, so you must care and nurture it. As the great street poet and philosopher Kanye West once said, the only luxury is time, the time you get to spend with your family. Thank you. I love you, family.
You know, I was actually thinking about like what I was gonna say and stuff. Like I have it written down, but I was thinking about it, and then I started laughing so hard at what Jacob said that I completely blanked, and now, yeah. So bear with me. So first off, I want to go a little bit broader than just my family. I want to thank my friends and my family that are here today to support me and this weekend. I couldn't have done it without you. I want to thank my teachers who have become like family. They've inspired me to grow mentally and spiritually and physically. And I thank you guys so much for the time and effort that you've dedicated to helping me become the best version of myself that I could become so far. Now, to my older brother, Ian. To my biggest ally and my biggest enemy since day one. I thank you so much for setting an example for me to follow and for pushing me and helping me to become better in every way. Sorry, I can't see. In every way that you can. It took a while, but now I know that you do that because you believe in me. And your opinion of me means so much to me that I don't think you'll ever know how much it means to me. So thank you. Next to my little brother, the coolest little brother I could ever have, honestly, truly. This kid is basically a teenager at heart if you don't know him. He's only 10 years old, but sometimes I think that his jokes and like his teasing and all of that is like, I laugh at them more than he does, even though he doesn't see it, because sometimes I kind of pretend that I'm mad at him instead of, you know, kind of laughing. But thank you so much for being who you are. You're such a great energy, and I love you so much. Now to my parents. Thank you so much for all the support. My mom was actually here all day today, helping us with this amazing decoration that you see. Thank you so much for all the rides, the hour-long rides, going back and forth sometimes to places that I mess up the address and then you have to go an hour the other way. Thank you for teaching me to love a lot of the things that you guys love. Thank you for teaching me to love Jesus. Thank you for teaching me your love of music and the importance of doing well academically and to have a well-rounded kind of lifestyle. And I thank you so much for your guidance in showing me the way of what to do when, I don't know what to do. Thank you for not only telling me what to do, but explaining why and showing me how to make my own decisions. Thank you for pushing me when I'm not pushing myself hard enough, and for when I am pushing myself too hard. Thank you for reminding me that I'm human and that it's okay to make mistakes. But most of all, thank you for setting an example for me to follow in the way Christ would want me to. I love you guys.
So, first of all, Mama, I want to thank you for showing me the kind of person I want to be. You have pushed me to do my homework and just other decisions in life that, and told me what you think that I should try to do best in situations, and I'm appreciative of that. Thank you for showing me as well throughout my life that I cannot fix even the darkest situations in life on my own. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I appreciate the encouragement. I may be in the darkest prison, and you'd still tell me to stay strong and keep going. Thanks. Pops, I want to thank you for showing me the kind of person I want to be as well. I admire your strong-willed personality, and I look up to that. You're very outgoing, too. That's how I get my outgoingness. I get that from you. Thank you for trying your best and helping me throughout my high school career with all of my assignments and just life in general. There's a lot that goes on through high school. I'll always remember your lessons to me spiritually and how they've helped me grow through my walk with God. Thanks. Alexis and Julia, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being so loving and caring and just patient with me and, just the entire family. I admire both your abilities to listen and stay positive. Keep that a part of both of your guys' personalities, because you don't find a whole lot of people like that anymore. I love you guys, and I hate to see you cry. I would do literally anything for you. You come to me, I protect you, whatever, but I'm not, I want you to know I'm not the only person that can protect you. I'm not the strongest person, you can go to our grandpa, you can go to other people in your family, you can go to your friends, but you need to really know that God is your only protector, and he's your one defender, and I want you to remember that. My advice to you is to make wise decisions and to think before you do things. I love both of you guys, and I hate to see you make the same mistakes I did or to see you cry or hurt. You guys have both been a big support throughout my life, especially in high school. Thank you for all that you've done, and all of that has helped me grow, whether you believe it or not. I don't know what it would have been like without you guys. Thanks.
Yeah, I want to preface this by saying it's not just my family that's helped me get here. It's everybody, my cousins, my grandma, everybody in my family. But today I'm just going to be talking about my people who I live with. So I'm going to start with my brother Armando. Armando, I don't know where to start, but I'm so happy with how our relationship has grown and matured over the years. We used to not be able to go a day without fighting, and now we can't go a day without laughing at with each other and at each other, at our hundreds of inside jokes. And it's nice to have somebody in the house who I can relate to. There's so much more I want to say, but in short, I'm incredibly proud of how extremely smart and talented you are, and a great young man you've become. And I'm just not proud of that fateful day that you passed me in height, but it's all right because I'm always going to be stronger than you. So, where was I? Yeah, I love you so much, Armando. Never forget the potential that you have. You're gonna amount to so much in life, as long as it's okay with Mr. Lindsay. Jared, I love you so much, Jared. I always miss you so much when I'm gone. I'm always amazed and kind of scared every time I see you, and you're so much bigger. Anyway, thank you for bringing so much happiness into my life and making me smile when I need it. Even though Armando and I tease you sometimes, just know that you're very special to us and that you're priceless the way that you are, and don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. Next is my mom. There's zero chance that I'd be standing here without you. No matter what happens in my life, I know that you'll always be there. I can talk to you, pour out my emotions or concerns when nobody else cares. And you'll always be there to comfort me and give me advice and make me feel better. You're the most loving and caring person that I know. I'll never be able to repay you for all the sacrifices you made for me and my brothers over the years. From taking years out of your career to raise us, to all the hours of driving, you've truly shown yourself as a Christian, selfless character throughout my life, and I have tremendous respect for that. I love you so much. Next is my dad. There's no possible way I could thank you enough for everything you do for me and the family, especially the amount of time given. But here's my best attempt. I just want to thank you for working the crazy hours that you do so you can support the family and make sure we have a good life and send us all to private schools. Your insane work ethic inspires me every single day. Even though some of the lessons you've taught me over the years, and always holding me accountable for my mistakes, I haven't always liked it, and I've reacted poorly sometimes. I just want you to know that it's always what I needed, and I thank you for that. What I appreciate and respect most about you is prioritizing being a part of me and my brother's lives, and it's one of the most selfless things that you could do, and I really appreciate it. I have so much respect for you for that. I appreciate how you actually care about my character and maturity and personal development throughout the years, and you don't just tell us how to act, but you exemplify the characteristics of being a true Christian man. And I also want to thank you for keeping your standards high for me in every part of my life, especially academically. Without you, there's a good chance I wouldn't be where I am right now academically. You're my biggest role model and inspiration, and I'm so blessed to have you in my life. I love you so much.
I'm going to speak in Spanish. Para mis papás, a los dos pilares de mi vida, quiero darles las gracias por enseñarme todo lo que sé y ayudarme en todo lo que es difícil. Les quiero dar muchas gracias porque ustedes tuvieron mucha paciencia con una persona que es muy difícil y que no tiene miedo de cerrar su boca cuando debería. De sus 3 hijos soy la más difícil y les quiero pedir disculpa, pero ustedes siempre saben cómo amarme. Mamá, eres la mujer más fuerte que conozco, incluso cuando lloras. Te odio verte llorar, pero igual lo haces. Te quiero mucho, mamá. Yo soy una de las razones por qué lloras tanto y me quiero pedir perdón porque odio ser una de las razones. Siempre me escuchas, incluso cuando te digo las cosas más peores del mundo. Disculpa por eso. Aunque no sabes cómo ayudarme, no sabes qué decir, siempre es tu silencio que me ayuda. Siempre muestras tu amor y siempre eres una mujer de Dios. Muchas gracias, mamá. Papá, mi pilar espiritual, la persona más importante y el único hombre que me enseñó a amar. Todavía recuerdo de cuando era pequeñita, tú siempre en la mañana orabas y leías tu Biblia. Quiero agradecerte mucho, papá, porque tú fuiste el que me ayudó a ser más cerca a Dios. Tú me ayudaste a cada mañana leer mi Biblia, incluso cuando no quería y estaba tarde para la iglesia o escuela, siempre me hacías mi culto y me hacías estar cerca de Dios. Si no fuera por ti, papá, no estaría donde estoy ahora. Tú nunca gritas, nunca levantas la voz, pero sé con una mirada ya a lo que te refieres, papá. Me llamas tu princesa, aunque no soy una. Aunque me equivoco mucho, siempre tienes mucha paciencia conmigo, papá. Siento por haber sido la persona que te ha roto el corazón más. Y siento por ser alguien que sus palabras son tan duras, pero te quiero mucho, papá. Y gracias porque siempre me ayudas con mi tarea, incluso cuando no lo entiendes, incluso cuando yo pienso que eres muy lento en entender mi tarea, papá. Gabito, hay mucho que decir para ti. Me sorprendiste por venir esta semana, aunque no te esperaba que vengas. Muchas gracias, Gabo, ese fue el mejor regalo que me has dado. Eres mi mejor amigo, mi compañero de viaje y mi guardaespaldas, y la peor persona que puede estar a mi lado también, mi enemigo. Gabo, te quiero mucho y hemos pasado mucho, desde viajar a diferentes países, cambiarnos de ropa cuando éramos pequeñitos cada 5 segundos, hasta que tú me has ayudado con cada cosa en mi vida. Te agradezco mucho, Gabito. Gabito, me enseñaste las cosas más importantes que podría haber aprendido en la vida. Siempre me escuchas a pesar que no quieres escucharme. Mis problemas de chicos, mis problemas con mis amigas, siempre me escuchas. Problemas que ni siquiera son problemas que yo pienso que son problemas. Nunca me gritas, aunque yo pienso que me gritas. Siempre me he sentido protegida a tu lado. Y cuando te fuiste este año, me rompió el corazón, Gabo, porque no te tuve a mi lado, pero igual, lo hice. Sobreviví 1 año, Gabo. Fue mucho. ¿Qué voy a hacer cuando te vayas? No eres una persona de muchas palabras, Gabito, pero tu silencio en sí dice mucho. Dice más que 1000 palabras, Gabito. Nunca sabes lo que decirme, pero siempre me dices lo más importante. Gabito, eres la única persona que es capaz de hacerme cerrar la boca, hacerme llorar tanto hasta que te grite, y escucharme y gritar tanto que ya no te quiero hablar más, ya no te quiero ver, pero siempre te quiero, Gabito. Rebequita, mi bebé, mi pequeña princesa, ¿cómo decirte tantas cosas? Eres la bendición que está esperando por 5 años, Rebequita. 5 años oré para que tú vengas en mi vida. No sabes cuánto les pedí a mis papás que te traigas, pero viniste finalmente. Esperé tanto tiempo y, Rebequita, no entiendo cómo puedes tener una pequeña niña, puede tener tan un corazón de oro y yo le trato tan mal. Pero siempre tienes paciencia conmigo y siempre me tratas con tanto amor que no sé cómo una persona puede ser así. Tú me trajiste tanto amor y tanta felicidad cuando yo lo necesitaba, Rebequita. A cada día traes felicidad a esta familia, lo que necesitamos cuando era más importante. Eres una persona tan inteligente con tanta información que no sé cuánto más puedes tolerar, niña. Vas a hacer mucho en el futuro y sé que vas a ser una persona que los papás van a estar muy orgullosos. Hubo tantas veces que quería darme por vencida y simplemente rendirme, pero tú fuiste la razón porque sigo aquí, Rebequita, sigo para adelante. Pero una mirada de tu sonrisa, Rebeca, siempre me has ayudado. So now I want to write to my sister that is not really my blood sister, but Irma. You're like a sister to me and you're very important. I know I haven't seen you in such a long time, but you've taught me to be a woman and you're such a light in my heart and I miss you a lot. A mis abuelitos, les quiero agradecer mucho por ser unos muy grandes pilares en mi vida y ayudarme con todo lo que necesito. Abuelita Jacinta en especial le quiero agradecer por haber venido y por haberme ayudado a ser una mujer.
Mom and Dad, saying thank you isn't enough to express how grateful I am for you guys. I want to say thank you to my dad for teaching me how to stand up for myself and to never back down to anyone or for anything. And I want to thank you for always believing that I can do it when I always doubt myself. And thank you for never doubting me. Mom, thank you for always pushing me to achieve more than what I think I'm capable of, and for always being my #1 hype man, and for, loving everything I do more than anyone else. There's no one who gets more excited over my hair and my makeup and my fits like my mom. And I want to thank my brother, Bradley, Kia, and my dad's third daughter, Zoe. There's no one I know who can annoy me as much as you three do, but also there's no one else who can make me laugh as hard as you three do. Sorry. Thank you for always standing by my side no matter what, and for always accepting me with open arms, and for being the bestest besties ever. You guys have been like the realest people I've ever met, and it's inspired me to just always be myself out there and, to not care about what others think of me, because you guys don't care what others think of you, and you guys have fun just being yourself, and it's just nice. It's just nice to see you guys just always laughing and laughing with me, and And I honestly don't think that I would have lasted as long as I did without you three. And I want to finally say that I'm relieved to say that I did it, and that I've been strong for all this time, and I couldn't do it without you guys. And you guys have no idea how happy and relieved that I am to say this. But I'm also very sad. But I know that we will always have so many happy memories together and laugh all the time, because the laughter never ends with you guys. And I want to say thank you guys for being my everything, and I love you always.
You know, it really sucks going in the middle when you thought you were going to go second, because now you're all emotional. First of all, I just wanted to say that these past 4 years have probably been the most impactful years of my life. Mom and Dad, ever since I began struggling at Forest Lake Academy, you guys have always been there for me. And you've always supported my decisions. One of my most memorable memories that you've helped me through was making the decision to come here to HVA. You knew that I wasn't doing well at FLA and that I was going to do better if I came to meet people, and I did. I wouldn't have been able to meet all of my classmates if it weren't for you guys, and I can't thank you enough for that. Throughout my time here at HVA, whenever I was struggling or with my classes or with my classmates or just with myself, you were always there to help me through it and to give me advice. And I just want to thank you for all of your endless love and reassurance that you never stopped. Now that I'm going to college, it's going to be up to me to be able to deal with my own emotions and my grades and all of that. But I know that if I'm ever struggling with any of that on my own, that I can just call you. Now that I'm opening this new chapter to my life, I can't wait to see what it holds for me, but at the same time, I'm gonna miss you guys so much, and I don't know what I'll do without you guys. Dad, you were always so stubborn with me. Whenever I felt like giving up or whenever I felt like just settling for something, you would always push me so that I would keep going and so that I would do the best that I could. And because of that, I ended up doing much better academically and mentally. And I just want to thank you for that, because it ultimately led to my success later on in my high school years. You pushed me to do my best, and I thank you for that. You taught me what it meant to care about my grades, and I can't wait to travel to Union with you and to start off this next chapter of my life. Another thing that meant a lot to me was growing up on an airplane, basically. Being able to travel the world with you from such a young age has helped me explore the world and the different cultures that there are, and it helped influence my love of travel, which ultimately helped shape my character and my view of the world. And I just want to thank you for that. Mom, you and Dad both have always been really keen on making sure that I'm on top of my grades, but I swear you would always know when a Red Web alert was coming. And you would always look at your emails so that you could tell me as soon as it came through. You were always making sure that I knew about missing assignments and not so great grades, so that I would be on top of it and so that I could do better. And even if you didn't bug me that much about staying on top of my assignments and stuff, it's okay, because Dad got it. I wish you had more time off so that you could come with me and Dad to Union, but it is what it is. And I don't know what I'll do without your constant comforting and all of your hugs. Jason, I know you've been waiting for your part of this, so here you go. It's been an honor going to school with you this past year, and even though we only saw each other in the hallways or at lunch, you were definitely there, and I knew it. You're a really, really super smart kid, and you're going to do great things here at HVA. While I may not like your fashion sense or the way you do your hair, I trust that you'll do whatever makes you happy, no matter what. Your positive energy is contagious, and you always find a way to make those around you laugh and have a good time. I've heard from some of your classmates and what they've said about you, and they think that you're a really nice guy and that you have a lot of energy. I encourage you to use that energy to good use, but don't overuse it. If I had to give you one piece of advice that I've learned from high school, it would be don't try to please everyone. There will always be those who have different opinions than you, and that's okay. Find your group of people and stick with them. Slowly grow your group based on the people you meet and the chemistry you have with those people. Enjoy your time at HVA and live a little. Go outside your comfort zone. Do things you wouldn't normally do, but keep it within reason. If you ever need advice or anything, just shoot me a text and I'll do my best. You got this. And now, to all of my classmates, I know that this is a parent tribute, but you guys have become like family to me. We've come so far since freshman year, and we've grown as people and as a class. I'm so proud of how far we've come, and I'm gonna miss every single one of you. Even if some of us didn't talk much, I'm looking forward to alumni weekends in the future, and I hope that I can see some of you guys there, so that we can talk and so that we can reminisce on the memories that we've made here at HVA. You guys have also been a really big impact on my life and my maturing, and I can't thank you guys enough. So, I like these lyrics that I heard. It's a little cliche, but it about sums up what I want to say to all of you and what I hope goes for all of you guys in the future. It says, so let the light guide your way. Hold on to every memory as it goes, and every road you take will always lead you home. I really hope that I can see you guys again and in the future, and I hope the best for all of you. And as we graduate this weekend, I want you to all know that I love you guys very much, and I appreciate everything that you've done for me and the impact that you guys have left on my life.
So I'm just gonna warn you guys right now, I'm probably gonna cry. I've been running through this for the past 2 days of how I'm gonna do this, and every time I just start crying. Mom, I'm sorry, I'm not the most organized person. I have a list of people I wanna thank, and I'm just kind of going along with that. So, Mom, it's already started. Thank you for being there. High school has been probably some of the hardest things I've gone through. Seriously. I mean, just surviving that accident. You've been my nurse, my doctor. You've been everything for me. I told you, Mr. Nura, I need those tissues. I love you, and as I move on, I'll always have you and the memories I've made with you. Oh, this is gonna be a long one. Dad, I know you're laughing at me for crying so much, but you guys, you've been so much a part of my life, whether it be offering advice, taking me to things, just being there, teaching me everything I know at this point, and I love you for that. And I know you'll always be there for me as I go on and achieve even more than I've done here. To Granny, I love you. You've been a huge part of it. You've been a huge part of my life. You've always been there through the holidays. You've been a huge part of my life. And I can't wait to see what I do in the future and seeing you there with me. Always behind me, pushing me on, wanting the best for me, and always giving me whatever I needed, even though it may not have been what I wanted. And Gary, you stepped into a big part of this family. You're filling huge shoes when you came in, but you've done wonderful. You've been more than I've ever could have asked. And I thank you so much for being that. And I know in the future, you'll always be there for me. And to my mom, I know you're not here tonight, and I know you're on your way, and I can't wait to see you. And I love you. And I will always remember the fun trips we've been on to Delaware and Florida to see you, and the amazing off-brand candy that you get for so cheap. I still don't know how you do it. And to my pop-pop, I love you. You've been a huge influence on me. You've been an amazing part of my life. You've always told wonderful stories. You've always listened to my crazy facts and figures and just listened to me talk on and on and on about random stuff. I thank you so much, and I love you. To my aunts and my uncles, thank you guys so much. You guys have been a huge part of my life. You've been a huge influence on me. You've taught me so many lessons. You've driven me places. You've been on trips with me. You've given me gifts. You've done so much for me. If I sat here trying to thank each and every one of you, I'd never get off the stage. And at this rate, it'll be a while too. To my cousins, you guys have been great. I always remember the fun and the crazy things we've done together, the trouble we've always done, the laughs we've had. Herbert, it's been great going through high school with you. I expect a lot out of you next year. And to Adam, thank you for being my brother. I know I am a little crazy, and I know you are too. But thank you for always being there. And to all the people that I've had the pleasure of calling aunts and uncles, even though I may not be related to you, thank you for always being there. I can never thank my family enough for how much they've been to me and how much they give to me. Truly, the only reason I stand before you today is because of them. Thank you.
Okay, now is my time. And so the day, today's the day. And to be honest with you, this but this time is like faster than that I think about this, imagining. So today is a special day because here we have two of my homes, and I'm so happy. And okay, now I go speak in Portuguese, guys, so excuse me. Ok, para os meus pais. Estamos aqui de novo, olha só, segunda graduação do mesmo ensino médio. Eu tô tentando não chorar, porque você sabe, né, quando eu choro, muita meleca, não gosto. Eu vou começar pelo meu pai. Ele é tudo para mim. Ele é minha rocha, enfim, minha maior inspiração de homem que eu poderia ter na minha vida. Agora do lado temos a minha mãe, minha mamina linda. E eu não poderia ter a melhor mãe do mundo. Ela é meu porto seguro na terra e eu só tenho que agradecer por ela. And now, my second family. Okay. I was coming in another family as adopt as an older sister and eldest daughter too. And for a person to be an only child is a really change, yeah. And guys, sorry, I go speak in Portuguese. Do you understand me? So it's fine. Eu nunca tive uma irmã, mas se eu pudesse pedir ou fazer uma, seria exatamente como você. E eu sou muito grata por ter uma irmã / cousin / best friend / and I love you so much. And for my little look, I go speak in Portuguese, but I think Portuguese is better, yeah? Eu sempre quis ter um irmãozinho. Meus pais sabem. Sempre quis ter um irmãozinho. E ser adotada. Gente, eu fui adotada. Ele me adotou no carro. E esse menininho é tudo na minha vida. E I love you so much. And for my auntie, minha tia. Eu nunca tive muito contato com os meus tios até eu vim para cá, para ser sincera. E você se tornou a minha segunda mãe, para falar a verdade. E eu não tenho palavras para como expressar o quanto eu te amo. Muito obrigado por tudo. E eu não sei por que meu tio não está aqui, mas eu também amo muito ele. Thank you. Thank you so much for being my happy place here. And for my classmates. Guys, to be far away to home and make a new home. I love you guys so much. Really. Yeah, I'm gonna miss everyone. Yeah. It's
Hello. Today is a beautiful day for me because I'm going to have a time to say thank you for everybody for being here for us as a seniors class. And it's also a beautiful day to say thank you to my parents. Thank you to all parents who's here. Thank you for our friends and our teacher for being here. And I'm also thankful for my parents to allow me to have a great education and I'm also grateful for my parents for all the hard work they did and they still doing for me, and my brothers. I'm so thankful for my parents for all sacrifice they did, they have made, and they continue to make. I'm also grateful for my brothers for always helping me and being there for me. And I would like to talk about a lot of things, but I can't find a word to thank them well. So now I'm gonna change my language. Nagira ndababwire yuko nakoze ku byo mwagize byose, hama impanuro zose mwampaye narazibonye, nawe rimwe rimwe nazo numva, gusa nawe ndabyumva nuko mutabibona. Hama mwarakoze ku nguvu zose mushyiramo kugira ngo duhe education nziza. Mwarakoze kubona ingufu zose mwashyizemo kugira ngo tuzane ngaha twige, simbona ingene nobishima. Nta majambo menshi nkunda kuvuga, urabizi yuko ntari umuntu avuga rwose, sinaronse ibintu byinshi mvuga nk'abandi, muga nibyo nashoboye kuronka. So thank you so much for my parents. Thank you for everybody. Thank you so much.
Tonight I want to thank my parents first. Papá, mamá, gracias por todo. Yo sé que mamá no está aquí, ni mi hermano. Los amo mucho y los extraño, y papi, quiero empezar contigo. Te quiero dar las gracias por todo, por siempre estar ahí para mí, por cantar conmigo, por leer la Biblia conmigo y por mostrarme que Jesús me ama y que Él cumple los sueños de uno si uno pone todo en sus manos. Gracias también porque has sido mi ejemplo de vida, papi, porque me has cuidado, y esto va a sonar cliché, pero tú eres y serás mi primer amor siempre. Gracias a mi mamá, porque mi mamá es una guerrera, es una mujer luchadora. Mami, siempre lloras conmigo, ríes conmigo, estás conmigo, me ayudas en todo, y estoy aquí cumpliendo el sueño que Dios tenía para mí. Te agradezco por siempre estar a mi lado y por apoyarme en todo, mamá. Te amo mucho. Y a mi hermanito siempre está ahí para mí, ayudándome, apoyándome, cuidándome de todo. Y le agradezco mucho también. Los amo mucho. Gracias por todo lo que han hecho por mí. And I also want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Niño. I don't know if they are here. Oh, there's Mr. Niño. Thank you for everything you have done for me. It was not easy for me to come here. I was scared. I felt alone. It was my first time going away from my family and basically living in another country. But you made me feel like I never left home. And even though you're not my real parents, you are like my parents here. You accepted me into your family. You were ready to help me when I needed. When I was sick, you were always asking me, what do you need? Are you okay, Melissa? Is there anything we can do for you? You showed me that God loves me a lot. You showed me what it means to be blessed. You showed me that God cares about me and that He has a great plan. I will never forget you. And I'm so thankful to God for you. You are my ray of sunshine here. You are my family. Mr. Niño, thank you for your advice. And Mrs. Niño, thank you for making me feel like I had my mom with me like the whole time I was here. And I know this is only like parent tribute, but I also have to mention this. And are my friends, my Latina girls. Thank you for everything you did for me here. You are like my family too. I love you so much, and I will miss you a lot. And I also want to thank Dean Yari and Dean Austin. Thank you for everything you did for me. Thank you because you were like my family too. You were always ready to help me and asking me if I was okay and telling me that I was going to do right and good and everything. Thank you for everything you have done for me. And I also want to thank God because He's the one that has given me His blessings and He loves me a lot. And yeah, I want to thank everyone basically here that at some point came to me and told me that everything was going to be all right, that I was doing good, and that I had God with me. Thank you for everything.
Okay, I'm not the best public speaker, so bear with me. Okay, so when writing this, I was really stuck on what to say. It's been 4 years, 4 long and grueling years. I started high school not at HVA, but at another school. I didn't really feel connected to that school because it wasn't an SDA school, or even myself or my family. After a visit to HVA my sophomore year, and a lot of talking and convincing, I finally convinced my parents to come here. I didn't really have the best relationship with myself or even with my life at the time. And I knew that coming to this school would give me and my family space to think and to grow. And in that sense, I'm so grateful to HVA for allowing me the space to make mistakes and to forgive them. Sorry. It has honestly been a wild journey to learn things about myself that I didn't know before, and learn things that I thought were good for me, and things that I thought were good for me weren't. And if I'm completely candid, I never thought I would be here. Standing Standing here is so surreal. To think after the many nights I would be on the dorm floor or in one of my friends' rooms or even in Dean Jadi or Dean Austin's house crying, just wanting to give up. And it's been a journey, and I'm so grateful to everyone in the dorm and to my family for pushing me. I know for sure that if it wasn't for them, that I would not be standing here today. To my lovely, wonderful parents, thank you so much for being so supportive of me, even when I make impulsive decisions and being there when they don't always work out. I'm not usually always the most vocal with my appreciation, but I want you to know that I am so grateful and how much I truly love and appreciate all the hard work that you put in to help me. And to my sisters, the greatest siblings I could have ever asked for, even though we have our good times and our bad times, thank you so much for being here to listen to me complain and give me the realistic advice that I need when I start getting my head in the clouds. Thank you guys for being my soundboard and my calm when I need it, especially my older sister, with her wise words and her true honesty, even when it hurts my feelings. Honestly, thank yous don't do enough, or don't do justice how appreciative I am, but I hope in whatever comes next that I can repay you all 10 times more than what you have done for me. I love you so, so much. To my class, and to the juniors. I know you guys
I know you all are gonna go to do great things in life. And I'm gonna miss you all so much. And because I wish I knew Swahili, I'm gonna say this to everyone. Asante. Thank you so much for these wonderful years. I love you all so much.
I would like to thanks from the bottom of my heart. It is thanks to them that I'm here this evening. They have helped me since I was a kid to do my homeworks. And I also like thanks my big brother. He has helped me with medical appointments and school registration. I will never forget the sacrifice you make from me. God bless you, and I hope one day I will be able to return the favor.
I'm gonna keep it short because I don't like to be up in the front like this. So, since day one, Mom, Dad, you guys have been my greatest supporters through everything that life has thrown at me. You guys have never, ever let me keep myself down because of it, but to get up and keep moving forward. And I would like to thank you guys for the immense sacrifice you guys have made for me to be here. I know it was not easy, and I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna cherish all the memories that I've had throughout high school with you guys. Going home on home leaves and being with you guys was the greatest memories that I'll have. Vó, obrigado por vir. Te amo. I just want to thank you guys, both of you guys, for teaching me so many things. Mom, for your really long lectures. And Dad, for everything that you've done for me. Taught me the profession, taught me the love for soccer, taught me the love for God, and just helping me navigate my way through life from a boy to a man. I can't thank you enough. Denison, I know you're not here, but thank you for being the best older brother that I've had. You've always been my superhero ever since I was a kid, and you're irreplaceable. And Mom, thank you for always teaching me to do everything to the best of my abilities. I just can't thank you guys enough. I love you guys.
First off, I would like to give thanks to God for the countless opportunities He provided for me throughout my life, and specifically for bringing me into the Stein family. Mom, thank you for being the best mom ever and teaching me the importance of hard work. For the first half of my life, I always questioned why you said certain things, but now that I'm older, I understand what you mean now. Thank you for always working hard and helping provide for the family. I appreciate everything that you've done for me, and most importantly, for the sacrifices that you made for the better of my brothers and I. Thank you for always being there with me throughout every hard time and asking me if I'm okay when you feel something is wrong. I know that it's going to be hard for you, that I'm going to be leaving for college soon, but I just want to let you know that everything is going to be okay and God is going to take care of me. Dad, you're the biggest role model, my biggest role model. You taught me so much. I want to thank you for guiding me throughout my life and teaching me the importance of reading the Word of God. I remember the late night and early morning worships where you had us read the book of Proverbs. I call it the book of wisdom. Every lesson we read or everything that you taught me helped shape me become the man that I am today, and I wouldn't be in the position that I am right now without you or Mom. Thank you for taking the video games away from me and forcing me to join the basketball team my 8th grade year. If it weren't for you, I probably would still be addicted to video games right now and wouldn't be entertaining the world with my athleticism and basketball talent. There's so much I would like to thank you both for, but I can only write so much in the time given. I hope I've been a good son to you both, and just know that I'm going to take care of you both one day. And to my brothers, Jalen and Nehemiah, I know this is a parent tribute, but I just want to let you guys know that I love you both, and you two are like my two best friends, and I wouldn't be the man I am without you two. And all the fun times that we had together, I just want to let you know, when we make it to the top, we're going to be partying every day. I love you both. Thank you guys for everything.
All right, so let's see how this goes. The past 4 years have been quite interesting, from starting here at HVA and not knowing what to expect to being a weekend away from graduating. And throughout these years, I've had help from my family, friends, and to get through, all this chaos and confusion, I've had more than enough help along the way. To my mother, always giving me advice and helping me with, proofreading papers and my writing and all my literature, and becoming a beacon of positivity and optimism when a situation may seem hopeless. And to complete my logic, and when I might fall short of it. So my father, always having the technical side, giving me help with my, mathematics and equipment needs that I might have go through. And yet again, when my logic falls short, to complete it. So my brother, he's like the other half of my mind, always, completing tasks and completing thoughts that I can't, or I'm stuck on, finishing each other's sentences and whatnot. To my grandparents, who every step of the way have given me inspiration and encouragement constantly, even when I think I have things covered, they can step in again with some word of wisdom that just boosts me again. And to everyone who's not blood and who's I've built up as a second family, you guys, I don't like goodbyes, but good luck. It's been an honor.
Before I start, I want to say, Miss Luz, Miss Mel, you guys did a great job forcing me to stay here over this weekend instead of go back to China. Hey, you guys really did a great job. If you guys don't understand, it's an inside joke, so it's fine. Okay, I have a lot of people I really need to, and I want to thank you for. Like all the teachers at HVA, it's whether I have your class or I don't have your class. Sorry, Mrs. Lay. I guess I just never have your class here anymore. And all my friends. Hey, I know you're watching the stream, Angel. I know you're watching it, dear. Thank you, man. And but especially, I want to save tonight just for my parents. Sadly, they're not gonna be here. And they cannot watch your stream because China doesn't have YouTube. Yeah, surprise. Okay. So sometimes I think about this. My parents have really such balls. They sent me overseas for 7 years. And since from that time, I have not stayed with them more than a year. And yeah, even I can help. My parents missed 2 my graduation already, and my brother and him, Malcolm, have been all of those. And I remember the last time I go back, and when I'm ready to fly from China and come back, when I passed the security check, looking back, and the last time I see my mom was in my dad's hug and just cannot look at me at all. And that just makes me feel like, oh wow, I guess I really don't know where I'm gonna really see them anymore, like next time. They send me away and then they want me to grow. And my parents are not really good at communicate with me. They only know, like whenever I FaceTime them, they only just don't know how to say miss me. They just always secretly take some screenshots and then just keep it there. And sometimes they don't know how to support my choice. They only know how to tell me that, okay, we are happy for you. Remember, whatever you choose to do, you go for it. And if you're tired, whenever you feel tired out there, you can always come back home, and we will always be there for you. And yeah, I'm gonna anyways saying this in a Chinese way, that they're my parents for this life, and if there's a new life next year, like next time, I would love to be the kids again. It's amazing.
Alrighty. So have we cried enough tonight, or? Yeah? No, I'm just joking. We have more tears to come. So thank you guys for sharing all the thoughtful things, and thank you parents for being here as well. As we come to the end of our program, I'm going to just close with a word of prayer, and we will all be dismissed. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for this opportunity that we have to give thanks. I thank you so much that we always have a support behind us, that we have all these people that love these students, that have been with them through it all. And Father, I ask that you continue to be with them as they move on to the next things in their life. And I ask that you always remind us that you are our biggest support and that you love us more than anything. Thank you so much for your Sabbath as we enter into it. And I ask that you be with us throughout the rest of this weekend. In your name I pray. Amen.